What is good, y'all? So Shannon Sharpe went on Stephen A's podcast today, just like Stephen A went on Club Shay Shay. We reacted to that one, and whenever this duo is together and making content, we're here for it. Inspired duo, I love it. And he went here on Stephen A's thing today, and they talked about it a lot. So there's a couple of different clips, I believe, like right here. So we're gonna watch a little bit of some of them, whichever ones we find interesting. I'll start off with this one. Chill, sit back, relax, and see what they were talking about.
First on Club Shay Shay, and then I reiterated it. I said, listen, I don't have to go into details. That's their business. It's not mine. But make no mistake about it, he was forced out, and people were like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And they acted as if I was wrong. Was I wrong, Shannon Sharpe?
I will say this. I'm not here to confirm or deny anything. You've been a journalist for almost 3 decades. And I'm sure you've done your homework.
It'll be really interesting to see what Shannon has to say. I think this is like
with where I am now.
The spot. I think this is
like to dwell too much
into
the
talk
past
about this one
because
the
I don't
most,
understand how that helps me in the future. But what it did teach me is that I need to make sure objects are closer than they appear. And I got to make sure I protect my blind spots.
Okay.
I appreciate everything Fox has done. FS1 done for me.
Yeah.
I appreciate.
This segment was
the opportunity that they gave me.
Okay.
But the one thing I do want to say, and hopefully I don't have to address this, Fox has never, ever, ever owned Club Shay Shay. Shannon Sharpe has always been the sole owner and proprietor of Club Shay Shay. What Fox and Shannon Sharpe had was an agreement that they would cover certain production costs. And once those costs was met, Shannon and Fox would split the revenue generated after that. It was in Shannon's contract that once Shannon Sharpe left Club Shay Shay, his catalog and all copyrights came with Shannon Sharpe. So can we put that to rest now? When people saying Shannon didn't own this, Shannon didn't own that. Shannon Sharpe absolutely 1,000%.
They were saying that?
Always has. And for the very foreseeable
he reacted to this. Is the clip I saw. This is why I clicked on this one.
This video right here. This is you and Skip getting into it about Tom Brady. Take a look at this as a fresh reminder.
You have no objectivity. It's just straight Brady hate.
Wait
a minute. This is just straight hate by a guy who's jealous that he is still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
That's what you do.
That's the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No,
Skip, I did what I did.
I never said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I
so
got
what?
3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than you.
Better.
Skip, what? I got to see what you do. You
Can't
take
go so
personal
far.
shots.
No, I don't take personal shots. You started it.
Time out. You would take a personal shot at
That
me.
one was bad. This was bad.
You?
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a
Put your glasses back on.
You see that video right there, Shannon.
Months
later. When I saw that, I hadn't spoken to you in years. Years. We were always cool. We never had any issues, but I hadn't spoken to you in years. When I saw that video, I said, I don't have to know him. I know Skip. That relationship is in a world of trouble. As you reflect back on that moment, what goes through your mind and how much
I miss Skip and Shannon, man. Damn.
The relationship between you two in at that particular moment?
Damn.
There were a lot of that is my fault because there were times that led up to that I felt that shots were taken and I let it go. And I should have said something then, but I didn't. And I would bring it to people's attention and they brushed it up under the rug. So that was my fault that it got to that point and he felt that he could go over the top in that situation.
Sheesh. Damn.
I think in any relationship where there's host, co-host, it's boyfriend, girlfriend, it's husband, wife, whatever the relationship is, once one partner has no respect for the other, the other partner then in turn loses respect for said partner.
Let's see the other clips.
Okay. I said, had the shoe been on the other foot, what would have been the outcome?
Damn.
Had I attacked him personally, live on television,
on some Quando Rondo-ish. On some Quando Rondo-ish. On the shoe or the other foot.
Is that when I walk in meetings and I meet CEOs and I meet CFOs and I meet people in charge of making decisions, they always say, the way you handled that situation told us everything we needed to know about you. And you're someone that we want to do business with. Because it took everything. Because I had to make a split-second decision. In that moment, Stephen, I had to make a split-second decision.
Damn.
And the decision I made was to have a further long-term career. Because I knew at that moment in time, it was only a matter of time.
Damn.
They was going to have to separate us. I knew that. I was willing to play out the contract, but I knew it was going to end because it started to come with greater regularity, the disrespect. You can say you can say I'm loud, you can say I'm obnoxious, you can say I'm arrogant, but to try to poo-poo my career,
that was disrespectful the one time, right?
And played so well that I got.
And the Damar Hamlin thing was a little crazy. But other than that, I don't know if Skip ever disrespected Shannon, and I don't know when he did disrespect him with that. I don't think he was meaning to be disrespectful towards Shannon. He's on his Tom Brady, bro. You know.
I can live with that.
He's just
but
crazy.
Someone that I considered a friend, or maybe, or we were friendly, but I considered Skip a friend. For you to take that kind of personal shot at me, it really hurt me, Stephen A. It really did.
You said in the split moment you had to make a decision.
Yeah. So everybody keeps saying, be thankful. I'm thankful. I'm beyond thankful. My brother has done so much for me, but he didn't disrespect me. My grandmother gave me everything but my grandmother, Stephen A. gave me everything but life. My grandmother's never cursed me. So you mean to tell me because somebody gives you an opportunity, I'm supposed to be beholden and let him talk to me less than and be appreciative where you're all on television. You make
I just don't think Skip made it like that. I really don't. I truly don't. But
foot in LA.
What do I know? Who knows?
I'm appreciative.
I'm not there. I don't know Skip in real life.
For the opportunity.
I don't know Shannon in real life.
But I believe you can do something for someone without have to constantly remind him of what you've done for them, or you have to constantly bowing down and taking your hat off to say I'm
80s, and the level of
common courtesy as a man, as a woman, clean the room.
All right, man, that's crazy. Let's go ahead and check out some of these other ones. There's a couple things. Let's see. Obviously, we just did that one. It's Final Worst FS1, so I want to see that. We're not breaks down his last stand Undisputed. We'll watch that. Explains how Parasitic. Yeah, maybe we can see some of that, and then maybe some of this. All right, we still got a little bit to go, so let's go ahead and see.
Last words.
Yeah.
If you have any that you want to share,
love to hear some last words.
Skip Bayless specifically, in your time at FS1, what would that be?
I had 6.5 incredible, amazing years, and I won't let 6 months ruin that.
Keep saying
Fox,
that, and I agree.
FS1, the opportunity, along with Skip Bayless. Maybe I should put Skip first because Skip fought for me to get me on that show. And the platform that they allowed me to be on for 6.5 years. Although I'm disappointed how it ended and the abruptness and the suddenness of it ending, I'm forever grateful for the opportunity that you gave me. I can honestly say I wouldn't be here. There would probably be no Club Shay Shay. I would not be the name because a lot of times, Stephen A., people don't even realize that I played a sport. They ask me, how do you know so much about sports? I was like, well, I study a lot. People really don't because I've been retired 2 decades.
Oh, you know your football, my brother, especially your football. You're brilliant football mind, my brother. I mean, I step back, I'll debate, but then you know me, I'll step back and be like,
Fox wanted it to end, Stephen A., but Skip gave me that opportunity. Fox let him have that.
Get both of these boys on, and then they teamed up on him.
And so I'm forever grateful.
Just
Jamie Horowitz, who believed in me. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I can be a star on television. I say, bro, y'all gonna let me be me? He says, we want you to. I say, you don't even know what me is, because all you've seen was a decade of CBS. Well, you don't even know what me is.
Jamie's that dude. He got me started on First Take. Jamie had to approve me. Jamie had to support me getting on First Take. It wasn't Skip. Obviously, it starts with Skip or gratitude due to him. But if Jamie Horowitz hadn't gone to the honchos to support me, I wouldn't have been on First Take. So we both owe him.
So that, and so I'm forever grateful. Fox, FS1, thank you. Continue success for whatever you guys doing over there. You got an outstanding lineup from Speak for Yourself. First Things First, Nick Wright. I know Nick. Nick's a great friend of mine. Joy, who's on Speak with Acho and Shady McCoy and Skip and his new team. Guys, I wish you all guys all the best. But I don't wish you better than Skip and Richard and Sean and Michael Irvin. Y'all not going to be better than me and Stephen A. That's not going to happen. I promise you.
Damn.
That is not going to happen. Ever. Ever. Now, if Stephen A says, you know what? I'm going to move on. Or he says, Shannon, I want to go in a different direction. Y'all still not. Because Stephen A, that dude. And if Stephen A ever decides to leave and turn the reins over to me, y'all know I'm that.
He's Stephen A, I'm not going to lie. All right, now which one you want to do? Let's do his last day. That was crazy.
When you mention hard work, you got to be willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
I remember your last day on Undisputed on FS1.
It was crazy.
June 13th, 2000.
Right after the NBA Finals.
This past June 13th. That was your last day after the Denver Nuggets had beaten the Miami in the NBA Finals. And on your last day, I want to show this video of you on your last day at Undisputed because I want the world to see what you were talking about as it pertained to that very, very hard work you just alluded to. Play that video for me, please.
The opportunity that you gave me to become what
why are they putting me through this?
I'll never forget.
Why are they putting me through
All I
this?
ask
When you hit the meme,
when you
the
lay your head on
meme,
that pillow at night,
the meme,
you know I gave you everything I had.
You did.
I gave you everything.
the meme.
Express to us what kind of emotions were going through your head at that particular moment, your last day at FS1.
The finality of it, knowing that that was officially my last day on Undisputed, something that I had poured my heart, soul, my blood, sweat, and tears into it. I moved away from my family.
Undisputed, Skip and Shannon better. No kizzy motherfucking.
Where was your family living, by the way? Where was your family living?
They were everybody was back in Atlanta.
Okay, go ahead.
I had a fiance at the time.
Yep.
My kids were in college. My son had just graduated. My daughter was about to graduate. But I had moved away, started out here, and I never really wanted to live in California. If somebody would have told me you're going to be living in California at some point in time in your career or your life, I would have like, man, you out your mind. But to come out here and the opportunity that Jamie Horowitz, when he flew down and we met in the W Hotel and said, okay, you got the job. We're not interviewing anybody else. It's you. Now, I understood that, they had to have a backup plan just in case I wanted a little bit more than they were willing to give.
Right.
But just the finality of it, knowing that I had worked so hard, people don't understand just how hard I worked at that job. I mean, what they saw was the 2.5 hours a day, but they didn't see the prep, the 6 to 7 hours of prep time that I actually did to get ready for the show, the rewatching of the entire show to try to get better. It says, okay, I said this, but I could have said that. He went there, I could have went here. And just the knowing that man, it's over, and all the people that I had.
We still haven't had that signature debate by Stephen A. and Shannon though yet. I know it's early. But we have classics of Skip and Shannon debates.
Jamie Maggio, Christina Pink, Ebony Williams, Holly Saunders. I mean,
and clearly, Shannon's still talking about Skip. Damn near every day, thinking about Skip. When he goes to sleep, you're gonna call Skip Stephen A. Skip again. No, I'm telling you, one more time, I'm calling it, bro.
Audio, who we
ain't over.
Joked about and talked about our dogs, and she would show me pictures of her dogs. I would show her pictures of my dog, and then the makeup room. Sevia started off, and then jumpsuit, Joe, and then Brett, and Yuki, and Brina, and Nushin, and then wardrobe was Autumn and Tracy and Sant, who was security, who walked me every single day for 7 years to my car. Edo, and then sometimes I would get breakfast. Carlos and his staff, props, Jeremy and Michelle. That's what I'm gonna miss. That's what I miss, Stephen A. Honestly, yeah, I love debating. I thought I had gotten very good at it. But that's what I missed because they became my family, because I saw them for 240 days a year for 7 years. the finality.
Let me know what y'all
do
think.
Understand that in that lengthy answer that you just gave to my question, you did not mention Skip Bayless one time. You do know that.
I do. I am very, very grateful for the opportunity. I would be remiss, and I can't say it enough, that he fought to get me on First Take. Mm-hmm. When all the bosses said, no, we want to go to a media guy, a journalist across from you, he said Shannon Sharpe could do the job. And he fought for me, and he really did. And I think I've been as humble and as gracious as I possibly could in giving him his kudos for that. But where I push back and where I get upset is that when people say Skip Bayless made Shannon Sharpe, Skip Bayless did not make Shannon Sharpe relatable. Skip Bayless did not make Shannon Sharpe the storyteller that he is. Skip Bayless did not make Shannon Sharpe the football player that could break down plays and say, this is what happened, that's what happened, and this is why the play worked or it didn't work. Yeah, I'm going to miss aspect of it. Yes, I miss debating him, but it had gotten to the point over the last 6 or 7 months, and
this is crazy, man.
It was very little communication. I could do two things. I'm not there to per se make friends. Now, if
he's speaking on Skip for real, bro. Just crazy. Explain how the first. We're gonna end up with this one. I want to see him talk about First Take real quick.
First of all, I'm proud of the job that you've done since you've been on First Take. You've been an absolutely wonderful partner and co-host.
Colorado versus Oregon tomorrow. No Travis Hunter.
You know what we've been doing ratings-wise. It just is what it is. I want to know, first of all, how do you feel about your time on First Take thus far?
I feel great. You guys have welcomed me with open arms. The opportunity that you've given me to share the platform with you, that huge platform, Jimmy Pitaro, Bob Iger, Burke Magnus, everybody has been great to me. So even the security,
it's good that he's talking about it like this. It gets more
that I've joined, and I'm extremely excited also, and I can't wait to continue this this beautiful relationship.
I got to tell you something right now, man. We making big things happen, and I don't know. I don't know if you know this news, so I'm gonna break it to you. I'm working on it. It's not finalized.
Bro, I saw the Mando clip, bro. Bro, they gotta get Mando along with Shannon and Stephen A. That's a good trio.
You did go. You did, if I remember correctly.
Kind of
fucking.
Did you go to Savannah State? Half gummy, cocktail.
Is that not an HBCU? Is that not an HBCU?
It absolutely
is. It's not Winston-Salem State, my alma mater. Is that not an HBCU?
Absolutely, it is.
I'm working on bringing First Take to both universities. I think I've been a bit unfair because in your career,
seek validation. They're lying because of job promotion is valid. Appreciated it all.
All right, fuck it. We out, man. I'm still skipping Shannon forever. No cap.